Welcome to the Brad and Taylor Show. Today we have Rachel Becker.
You're listening to The Brad and Taylor Show, a podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. We're sitting down with some of the best to learn how they got started and some lessons they learned along the way.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a real estate agent in Pittsburgh. I work for Realty One Group Platinum. I've been an agent for going on 5 years. Along with that, I'm also a wife and a mother. I have 3 boys, teenage boys. Oh yeah. And my husband is a city fireman.
Nice, awesome. That's pretty cool. So when you guys were, when you were younger, what was your plan growing up? Were you planning to be an agent? What was your plan?
No, it was not. I had lots of different things. I went to art school, and you could tell I'm really using that degree. I wanted to be a vet, so I had that. But no, being an agent I love helping people. So after my kids started to get a little bit older, I decided I wanted to do something with my brain. And I don't know, real estate agent kind of popped in my head because I like helping people and I wanted to have my own business. So I looked into that.
Sweet. That's awesome. So what other jobs did you have before getting to this?
Boy, my first job, I worked at Wendy's.
Nice.
I worked there for 6 years. I used to work at Kinko's. I know all about, I could copy and print all kind of stuff.
Perfect.
Then I worked at PNC Bank. I was a loan administrator. And
Nice.
Then I started my family. And then I quit to stay home and take care of the kids. My oldest is 17 and I have twins that are 14.
Nice.
So all boys. And when I was a stay-at-home mom, I had a little cleaning business on the side. I cleaned houses. So
that's awesome. So probably that banking probably helped you out a lot. Like just getting even just the information about for when you run into real estate, that probably helped you out right away, especially for the mortgage side of it.
I know you had mentioned you went to art school as well. Do you do anything with that today? Are you like decorating the homes at all or staging?
I do light staging, but I guess it's really come into play with my, I have an artistic eye. So like for my social media stuff, like doing different graphics. And so that's kind of helped in that area, being kind of artistic. I mean, I went for graphic arts, but God, that was a long time ago. I don't want to age myself, but things are very different now. But I have an art background. I like art stuff, so I like designing and doing stuff like that. Okay. So it's definitely helped for social media purposes.
Oh yeah, definitely. So take us to your first transaction. When you first started out in real estate, how did that go for you?
It was a really hard one, but it was a great one because I bought and sold our own house. So I listed our house. Obviously I represented ourselves and I represented the buyers. So I was a dual agent, and then I represented ourselves buying our new house. So it was a very tricky transaction, but
I
could only get mad at myself because I was the one handling it, but I learned a ton with that transaction.
Oh, I bet.
It was kind of a blessing that way because I was in charge of everything. It was my own stuff. So but it was good.
Were the buyers trying to get the buyer's agent being like, are you, I want to talk to the homeowner. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It was kind of hard when I had to show the house because people come in and would say like really rude things. I'm like, you guys know this is my house.
Yep.
Like, so that was a little bit difficult.
You probably learned right away going, okay, this is how it's going to normally go. Just trust the process, go with it.
Yeah, definitely. But it was good.
Yeah. When you first started out, did you start out on a team or were you solo?
I was solo. I started actually with Keller Williams, and the first year was kind of funny because being an agent is very difficult, very competitive. A lot of agents quit within the first 2 years. So the first year it was a great office. People were nice, but like everybody's busy. So I kind of just meandered around the office, didn't know what to do. It's very hard to get clients when you're new, because no one really wants to trust you. So that's when they assigned at Keller Williams, they had something called Angels, and they had like an experienced agent would be assigned to the newer agents. And that's where I met my now broker, Sherry Flaherty. And I joined her team, the Flaherty group at Keller Williams. And if it wasn't for her, I probably would have quit because she kind of just took me under her wing and showed me everything, and that's where I learned everything. And now she branched off and opened up her own brokerage with Realty One Group, and I followed her there. So that's where
Okay.
I'm at now, and with
Nice.
I have my own team now.
That's
Awesome.
Tell us,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your team.
Right now, I just started it this year. It's brand new, so we're still kind of on the ground. I have 3 agents under me. Well, not under me, but on my team. Caroline and Janine, they're newer agents, so they're just getting their stuff started. They both work other jobs, but their goal is to be able to quit their full-time job and do real estate full-time. And Kathy, she came with us from Keller Williams. She's been around for a little bit. So everybody's doing good, and just getting I just started an LLC for my own business. So just did that
That's
last week.
exciting.
So
I like it. That's awesome. So tell us about one of the worst properties or showings or you've been to.
Oh boy. I have a really good one. I just don't know when to say it because I don't want the buyer might hear this and I don't want to embarrass them.
We don't have to go that way.
The worst property I've ever shown.
Yeah, that works.
Oh boy. I mean, there's a time. I mean, unfortunately, people don't live the way we might live. They're very dirty, very, I've actually been in a property where there's a dead raccoon.
Wow.
In the middle. I think that's what it was because it was so decayed and decomposed. I think that's what it once was. I had one time where someone just busted in. I think he was living there. It was not the homeowner, and I was kind of afraid I was going to get murdered. I was like, okay.
Yeah, wow.
Were you in the middle of showing when he walked in the door?
Yeah, well, I was in there showing the house to my buyers. It was empty, and a guy just walked in off the street on his cell phone and acted like he owned the place and went downstairs into the basement, and there was no utilities on in his house. I was like, okay. And he didn't answer me when I was like, excuse me. So I called the listing agent. I said, you might want to call the police because there's a strange man down in the basement. I'm not going down there to get killed.
Yeah.
So,
did your buyers end up getting that home?
No, we did not make an offer on that house. So.
We're like, we're out of here.
Yeah. He was looking, it was a duplex. So no, he did not. And that wasn't the reason why, but it was just, that was odd. So luckily, knock on wood, I haven't had too many, except the one thing I'm afraid he'll see it. So I can't say it. It's a really good story, but I don't want to.
Those are the best ones.
Let's just say this. You're not supposed to use the bathroom when you're looking at a house.
Got it.
So that's.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
But, yeah.
That's funny though. When you first started out in real estate, is there any advice that you were given that has kind of stuck with you and that now you can give to maybe your team members?
I guess, just stick with it if you really love. I mean, it's very difficult. You kind of have to step out of your comfort zone, and especially nowadays, things are changing. Real estate isn't done the way it used to be. Everything is, really big with social media, and some agents still do walk door to door, but that stuff's getting to be really outdated. So you kind of have to put yourself out there to keep up with, the changing time, just how things are. So I would say don't quit. Just keep at it. And, even if you're scared, I was so scared to take my first client, but just do it. And, you're going to mess up. I've messed up, just own it, and you learn. I chalk everything up as a learning experience. Even today was a huge learning experience.
Yeah. And
I learned something new today. So
that's awesome. Well, good for you. So when you, let's say you had to start all over today and all you had was $1,000, but you had all your knowledge, how would you spend that first $1,000? Or maybe what do you tell your team members?
Oh boy, I would spend my first $1,000 in just reinvesting in yourself. Somehow, even if you have all the knowledge, nobody knows everything. So, personal development, paying for a class to learn how to do, I keep saying social media because it's huge. All my business is off social media. I mean, I do get some leads from a lead generation system we have at our office, but it's not a lot. All of my clients come from social media, from either people I know or people who referred me or people who just follow me on social media. and reach out to me. And I try to connect to them on different levels, not just real estate. They connect with me. I like to do funny TikToks. I don't post it on TikTok because I don't want to get made fun of. My kids tell me I'm too old. So I just like to share it on my Facebook. And people relate with that. So I would say, reinvest in yourself and learn how successful agents are doing their stuff now on social media, because I think it's just going to keep growing from there.
For sure. Do you have any goals you want to accomplish in the next year for you personally or for your team?
Well, I already accomplished one big goal that I set out for myself, and that was to pay off all our debt.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. And that's a big thing. I mean, we still have our mortgage and stuff, but like credit card debt, stuff that I had a big hand in accumulating over the years. Having a family with 3 kids, at times we were only one income, stuff happens, we had a lot of credit card debt, and it was a big stressor in our marriage and our life. And, I really that was a goal of mine to pay that off. And I did it this year, and the year's not even over. And that's ginormous for our family and just, it's everything. And I guess my biggest goal is, another goal is to put money into savings, start that. And for my team to do the same thing, I know they have financial goals, for them to, set those and, reach those goals.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah, that's huge.
Is there any business books that you've read that you could recommend?
Oh boy. Yeah, one, and I read this even before I was an agent. It's called, there's 2, Miracle Morning and Eat That Frog. Nice. They're both really good even no matter what profession you're in, Miracle Morning is obviously about setting up your miracle morning, starting your day off right and all that stuff. And Eat That Frog is about just, doing the thing that you don't want to do most, or you're dreading doing, eating that frog or doing that thing first, getting that over with. And so those 2 have been really good books.
That's awesome.
For you, what would that Eat That Frog situation be for you? What is that one thing that you're like, I don't want to do this right now, but you do it first and then it sets you up for the rest of the day? Yeah.
I guess it changes with what I have on my schedule.
Yeah.
I want to say working out, but I like working out. So it used to be that. Actually reading, like getting myself personal development in, because it's something so easily pushed aside. Like, oh, I'll do it. So actually sitting down and letting myself have some time to, write out my daily goals, like write my to-do list, get myself organized. So I think that in itself is my frog, because I tend to, I'm always running late. So I tend to push it to the side. I'm like, oh, I'll do it. So
that's very relatable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
How can people get a hold of you?
They can find me on Facebook. They could, it's just under my name, Rachel. My maiden name's Condalucci Becker. They can find me on Instagram, my cell phone number, obviously. I don't know if you want me to tell it right now.
If you want to, that's up to you.
412-715-4645. My email is rachelbecker619@gmail.com. You can reach me there. Definitely on social media.
Hey, awesome. I like it. Awesome. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us today.
Sure. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Are these working?
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. I think they work. Should we tell them?
Mine keeps falling. It doesn't like my voice.
What do we got to tell them?
Subscribe.
Subscribe? What do we got to point at it? Hey, I think there's a subscription button. Like
it might be there.
It might be right there too.
Somewhere.
Find
it. It's red.
Yeah. And it's blue. It's green. I don't really know.
It's a color.
This mic isn't even attached. Did you plug these in? Well, I guess.
I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah, I wonder if they hear us. Well, we should probably tell them if they can hear us. We should probably tell them also give us a 5-star review for listening on Apple. That'd be cool.
5 stars, review. Guys.
Share it with everybody they can think of.
We won't take 4 stars.
I mean, Taylor, I don't even think these are on. I mean,
I don't think this is working.
This is not working.